Alright, welcome guys to the Talkaholics podcast. This is Razia.
This is Iman.
Awesome. And today, it's been a while since we've done like one of our old school podcasts. I was thinking last night that we usually when we've done our podcasts and like recently it's been really video reliant. We've been doing a lot of games, a lot of Jackbox with friends, a lot of stuff that requires like us and our PC screens and talking over BuzzFeed quizzes and things like that. And so I thought like our initial, way of doing podcasts was really just like doing story time. Like I miss us just like talking to each other and like going, remember when this happened?
True.
Kind of thing. So I was like, okay, let's go back to our roots. Let's have a story time podcast. And then I was like, okay, let me connect it to something that's relevant for me. And maybe for you too, because we've both been spending a lot of time in quarantine. And for me, that's given me way too much time to think and way too much time to like reflect over the fact that I'm 25 and like it's like this new like mid-20s life crisis that like is just hitting me. So and that's gonna be the title of this episode, mid-20s life crisis. And I just thought like it'd be nice to like look back and like talk about things that have happened in our past and like kind of explore our childhood a little bit. So I thought about this activity to keep this light and fresh and fun, and I'm gonna get Ivan to do work on a Sunday morning. But basically how this is gonna happen is that I was thinking of doing this activity where I'm gonna give us both 5 minutes since we're both at home, and I'm gonna give us a chance to look for an item that is connected to a story or to something that we can share on the podcast. So when I say childhood, I'm going to give us anywhere between like our baby years to like end of high school.
Sorry, Razia, I did not hear what you said. You froze again.
Oh no, what's happening? I think your video is lagging, and I'm fine though, so it's a little unfortunate. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think we're delayed.
Oh, okay. The struggles.
I know.
Of doing this
technology,
on the internet.
Right? Oh God. Okay.
Technology.
Okay. Let me backtrack a little bit. So I think the last thing I said was I'm gonna give us 5 minutes to basically go around in our houses and look for an item that reminds us of our childhood. It reminds us of a funny story, a memorable story, something that we like cherish. That we can then share on the podcast. So I'm gonna give us 5 minutes to look for 2 items. I'm not gonna like make you go like treasure hunting. Just 2 items that like we can bring to the table and share about. So it's like really,
oh my God,
really what it is an impromptu show and tell. But I think that'll be a little bit of fun. And then we can like regroup and see like, what we chose.
That'll be fun. I just don't know what I'm gonna find. Does it have to be from our childhood or just memories in general?
So I said like I would consider like childhood from anywhere between like we were like infants to like end of high school. So you have that time.
Oh my gosh, who keeps stuff like that? Okay, I need to find you too.
I definitely.
No, I probably do too. I just don't know where they are. But it's okay. We'll do this.
Yeah. So the items can be anything from like a souvenir, a piece of clothing, like anything, an object, a picture. I'll take pictures from your phone too. Like you can do anything.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. I'm excited.
All right, so we'll regroup in 5 minutes, and I'll check my phone, and then we'll regroup back here. I'm just gonna leave this on and running.
Okay. As I get off my bed, you're gonna see me like climb off my bed. Oh shoot! You just had to pajama pants a little bit. It's okay.
That's okay.
It's like, yes, I'm not wearing normal pants in my house.
Guys, we're at home. Who cares?
We're at home,
dude.
Okay. I already have one item.
Yes. You tell them. I kind of cheated and had my baby album ready.
Razia! Cheater! Okay, oh, yes.
You got something.
I found. Wait, but you're gonna show cute pictures. I wanna show cute pictures.
Yeah, do it.
But I don't have any around me. Hold on.
It's okay, anything. We'll take anything.
I might actually. Oh, I do. I do. This is cute.
I love just hearing your giggles off screen. It's like my favorite thing ever.
Did you already find your set?
No. I'm just I have two. I have my two objects, but I want to look for like a third picture, just to share.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have my two objects and one picture too.
Awesome. Okay, we've regrouped. We found our items, and then we're gonna do a little.
In less than 5 minutes.
In less than 5 minutes. We were efficient. Alrighty. Do you want to go first, Iman, or do I want to go first?
Should we do back and forth?
Yeah, I think so. I think we should trade off.
Okay. So the first one is actually from my childhood. I totally forgot that I kept this. But basically, this is from grade 3. So when I was
6, 7.
6? Because you would go to kindergarten like 4, right?
Mm-hmm. I think
so 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 7. So basically, in my grade 3 class, my teacher would give us like prizes and stuff, and I got this crossword puzzle book.
Cute.
Remnants of the early 2000s.
Love. Yes, with that typography
Yeah,
and
I
how
remember.
you drew into it. That's like
Yeah, do you see?
110% did that too. Oh my god.
So I've had this for it was 2003 when I was in grade 3. The 2003-2004 school year.
Right.
So that's like 17 years. Did I do that right?
Dude, you're asking me math questions.
2003 to 2020. That's 17 years, right? Almost 17 years because it would be September.
Right.
But anyways, yes. So as you can see, I've written.
I did the same. It's so funny. I did the same exact shit.
It says children
with a heart.
Yeah. Exclamation point.
You were just a fan of kids.
And a smiley point. And then, okay, so basically, this is not done. Let me tell you that. I used to love crossword puzzles. I still like them. They're fun. I'm a big fan of anything games.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to board games, card games,
yeah,
crossword puzzles, things like that. I really, really enjoy them. So, I think, this is funny though, because I've had it for so long, and I picked it up so many times thinking I'm gonna work on it, and then never do. There's like, over the years, there's different things. So like, say for example, this here is definitely not from when I was in grade 3. This is from probably grade 8 or something.
Yeah, you
like,
can tell by the handwriting.
Because my writing is much better, but like that.
Yeah,
that's grade 3.
So funny.
And, and this is hilarious because, I got this in grade 3. So I don't know if I actually wrote that in grade 3 or if that was later to remind myself that I got it in grade 3.
It's like you knew you were gonna share it on a podcast.
Yeah, I did this right last night. Okay. No. And then that year is when what are they called? Oh my god! You know, Andre 3000's group. What was it called? Outcast.
Oh my god,
Outcast.
I was blanked out for a second.
It was when Outcast was really, like, that was the year, 2003, 2004, that was, like, when they were coming out with all their stuff.
Yeah.
And so there was a song, those roses really smell like ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
So...
Yes! Oh, and you, like, pointed, you're like, this is a drawing of
I was like,
rose.
that's a rose. That was from grade 3, I remember doing that.
Kill me.
And then, yeah, so then I finished things, and then I labeled what age I was when I did the crossword puzzle.
That's so cute.
Yeah, see, like, I did this one when I was 11. So, down the line.
You were, like, keeping track. Like, this is, like, the perfect
I was keeping
item
track.
to
I
be,
said
like,
I needed to...
Here's a chrono. Like,
This one, I had to tell people who did it with me. So, apparently, a girl named Veronica did this with me when I was 11. This one, Amir did with me, apparently, which is my brother.
So cute.
So, yeah, it is interesting. I don't know how far I got into it. Let me see. Oh, I did some when I was 12. Oh, I literally got into it this much. This is the rest of the book.
That's crazy. Yeah,
and this is how much I did in the past 17 years.
You got the whole book left, basically. Love that.
And then I wrote at the end. I wrote the end with a heart.
The end. Nice.
So yeah, that's that reminds me of definitely grade 3 was what a year.
What a year,
man. Grade 3 was.
What a year. That's like a grade 3 yearbook right there. You had all your friends sign it and shit. Love it. That's awesome. And it's so funny because like I feel like I have a shit ton of books like that too, with exact same kind of the writings in it, the writings on the spine, and that like that font of the 90s. Dude,
yeah.
Iconic. Okay.
All right. What's your first one?
So my first one, can I start with the picture actually? I think I'll start.
Sure, if you want to.
And I think we should save these and take pictures of them to share on social. So
oh my god, yeah.
If you're listening to the podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, whatever, you can refer to our socials. Follow us on Instagram. So this is my this is my picture.
Okay, so
you wouldn't be able to see because you're super zoomed in. But I'm showing the camera. God. I'm showing the camera.
I can see half of it. It's cute.
And then I share it with you too later. I'll do it right now. So
for people who are confused, for some reason, we're obviously video calling right now, and for some reason Razia's on my screen. Razia's screen is so blown up that I can only see like the left side of her head. That's all I can see right now.
She's just making really eye contact with one eye.
Yeah? Oh, this is so cute. Oh, is it Halloween?
It is Halloween. So, I chose this picture because, I spent a lot of Halloweens being a black cat, specifically a black cat. So, this is, I think, my first time. I was young in this. Like, I look kind of older because, every picture of me as a baby looks kind of older because I was always really tall and always really big for my baby.
How old were you?
I was probably, kindergarten. I'm not even shitting you. Kindergarten, grade 1.
Really?
Yeah, and I was really that tall. I know, it's weird. I always have to give that context because it won't make sense otherwise.
I feel like I'm still a child.
Yeah. So this is in Scarborough. I think we mentioned before that I've grown up in an apartment building. We both grew up in Scarborough. And so for me, Halloween was never the traditional going to house and getting trick-or-treating. Yeah. For me, it was this is so sad. Getting dressed in my apartment building and then going downstairs to the lobby where the superintendent would have some snacks ready, and then I would go back upstairs.
Oh.
And sometimes other apartment buildings, their lobbies had stuff too. Okay. But really, that was the trip. You would get all dolled up for that, and then you would go to school looking like that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I have the smallest, miniest basket, because that's all I'm holding. That's you don't need much. And I don't know, the picture, the place, it sums up that part of my time really well. Yeah. Helped to make that hairband cat things with my siblings. It's a hairband that I hot glued cardboard cutout ears.
The cat ears on.
Yeah. We definitely had to made everything from scratch at the time. But yeah, I was consistently a black cat for a long time. Because I was I don't need anything else. This is me. I am Black Cat.
That is me. That is all I'll ever be.
Alright, Yvonne.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna save my picture for last.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do my next one. It's kind of big. So this.
Whoa!
This is my next item. And so this is literally I remember in I probably got this in grade 8.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because that's the grade 8 is I moved to Markham, so I live in Scarborough now, and I lived in Scarborough before.
Yeah,
I grew up in Scarborough, but I moved to Markham, which is a more of a suburban area in the Greater Toronto area.
Yeah.
In the summer before grade 8. So we had a new house, whatever, and I was ooh, I want a corkboard for my room, and I just never got one. I actually don't remember how I got this. Yeah. I think either my parents bought it for me or I got it as a gift. I can't remember.
Right.
But this was like my first corkboard in my room. I was like, ooh, corkboard in my room.
Love it.
And like, you can tell how elementary
yeah.
that is.
It's perfect. I don't know what you're saying.
So basically, this was up in my room. I want to say it was. I even used it throughout university when I moved back to Scarborough because it had a whole bunch of like memorabilia, like a whole bunch of like everything I picked up from my travels over the past couple of years was on this corkboard.
Yeah,
and like even memories from high school. I think I had my prom ticket on here or the prom invitation for high school.
Yeah,
I had like just little like knickknacks just like stuck on this corkboard, and so it has like that's why I haven't gotten rid of it because I took everything off because I redid my room.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this has to go.
Yeah,
it's ugly. But yeah, I would literally have I think my first like solo trip was the summer before grade 12. Yeah, the summer before grade 12, I lived in Quebec for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
For like the J'Explore program. Yeah. So like I had like my bus tickets and stuff from there and all that stuff. Yeah. And then I lived in Europe for 6 months in 2017, right? Yeah, in 2017. So I had like stuff from there on here and stuff like that. So and like when I went to Ethiopia the second time, like stuff. So that was all over here. So it's like. It was like a mishmash of memories. So yeah, and then I don't even know what's on the back. I think the back says my name. I like writing on things, guys. Can you see?
Nice.
Like, do you remember the S?
Yeah.
The S everybody did.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my.
Love that. Thanks, Simone.
That's my thing.
Yay! It's funny because like if you for those who've watched previous episodes of Talkbox podcast and specifically on YouTube, you would have noticed that like I had a corkboard that was like right up here, like literally up here that I just took down recently because I'm redoing this room. But it's similar thing of like it had everything. It had like what I would used to do like other than like travel stuff or like memorabilia and things. And like one of the items that I'm gonna show was hanging on that for like years. I used to do this thing of like any cool like tag off of like a piece of clothing I would buy. I would like anything cool, like oh my god, Stitches or like Ardeen's back in the day when they had like really cool like little you know how like the tags used to be like really big but like really cool designs. And they had drawings like that girl on it too. That I used to like save Urban Planet, like like stuff that at the time that I was like, yes, I can afford these things when they were like not like
so big
brands. I had a lot of those. I still have them. So yeah, interesting times. Okay, my second item, like I mentioned, it was hanging off of my corkboard. I feel like I took all of these pictures for you. But I have saved every single one of these from Miss.
Really?
Yeah, I have I think every single one, and like some of the.
How many do you have?
I went 3 years. I just didn't go grade 9, right? And then some years I went nationals, and then past that, like I went as a judge. So like I've been part of this for a while.
You were involved for quite longer.
I have since distanced,
which is good.
But yeah, I like. So for those who are listening, obviously my friends listening know exactly what this is. But Mist, I guess in short, was a tournament that included like, it was for high school students and included everything from like sports, arts, writing, speeches, singing, poetry, like everything under the sun.
Yeah. And I mean, we should say it's specifically for Muslim students.
Yeah, specifically for Muslims, but anybody could participate. But it was really an Islamic event. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think Iman has participated before for soccer. I think you participated once. No, like not. Never?
I participated twice, and I did improv.
Yes.
And the short film.
Why did I think you did sports with Mesa? That was weird.
Oh, I did do it. I did do
Yeah.
sports. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I was
You're
like,
right.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I blocked it out of my memory. No, I did. I did play soccer. I think 1 year I did that. So funny. I don't want to get into this, but I still can't believe I played soccer for all 4 years of high school.
Yeah.
All 4 years I was on the soccer team.
That's awesome.
Blows my mind.
That's like one thing I remember because I feel like that's like part of your identity. For me, I'm like, yeah, she like traveled to go play soccer too. Anyway,
but yeah.
So this is just a name tag, like the little registrant, what you wear to like walk in. But what I wanted
that's nationals too.
That's nationals, yeah. The reason why I picked this one, because it ties with the story that I really like and like I've cherished for a long time. But that I made it to nationals at the end, like the last year of high school, so it was grade 12. And I'm like making this a long story short for sure, but basically I made it through with a bunch of other friends, and this like tournament was going to take place not in Toronto but in Detroit, which means like crossing the border, which means my parents were like not going to let that happen unless like I went with somebody that they knew.
Yeah.
So at the time what had happened was, so a bunch of friends made it through with me, but like quite a few either dropped out and said, hey, we're not coming to nationals for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Or
I think I was supposed to go that year too, and I couldn't go.
Yeah. So that happened. Or I had friends like Mizbah, who you've seen on the podcast before. Where she came, but she went with family. Like they road trip there because they have family in Detroit, so they stayed with them. And everybody else was going on a tour bus. I would have had to go on a tour bus. So what had happened was like I felt really upset because I really wanted to go, and like it would have been a stupid reason for me like to have not made it there because nobody else was coming, and like I wasn't gonna get the permission to go otherwise. So at the time I was like really close friends with Sagani, if you remember, Iman. And I'll just call her Sue for this. Like I don't know if she wants to be mentioned on the podcast, but she had to, like I was really really close with her at the time, and I like vented to her about everything, like every single day of my life. Like I don't know how she kept up with me for 4 years. Like this woman literally spent every day of her life with me. So I was venting to her like really upset because I was like I wanted to go, but this happened, and everybody dropped out, and parents are not gonna let me. I'm like upset. And this woman, no word of a lie, I remember this was probably on MSN chat, even in grade 12. Well, and I was like, she was like, literally her first response was, how much does a ticket cost? And I went, it's like, at the time was like around $350, if like, I think $350, $375 or something, including the tour bus and the hotel.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I think it was tour bus, hotel, and I think like food for the event days.
Yeah.
So, which was like not a cheap expense, and especially at the time we weren't working, like our parents would have to cover that. So, that was literally her first reaction. I said, okay, yeah, it's around $350, $375, not still understanding why she's asking, clueless. And then she's just like, okay, let me like talk to my parents and come back. She talks to her parents, she comes back, she's like, okay, I'm coming. And I was like, first of all, like she never participated, like she's not Muslim, but also she's never participated for like all 4 years of high school, like never even visited, never even like attended as a guest. And this woman signs up to come to Detroit with me because otherwise I wouldn't have gone. And like that was like I still like it's still with me, like sits as like one of the best memories because we also had like an amazing time. Like I'm so glad she came because it was fun and it was stupid, and like we were all singing on the way back from Detroit on the tour bus. And like just like even to this day, like she still reaches out to me and is like totally there for me. So like shout out to you, Sue. But
that's so cute.
I just love that memory of just like how she was so on like this like. She was just on board with like a bunch of Muslims. She was like ready, like yes, let's go. Oh my god,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that was my little name tag story.
Wow, that's such a cute story.
And can I just also paraphrase that or mention too that I like didn't even place, like I didn't even do well when I got to national. No. Like I didn't even like she was fully there just to watch me fail and then come back to Toronto. Like I just did not do nothing went well. But I
at least it was a good trip.
Yes, I had her company. Yeah, that's all I needed.
Oh my god, that's so cool though. Wow. Friendship goals right there.
Right, man. Miss her. Alrighty.
All right,
turn, Missy.
So yes, my last item is a picture, and it's this picture right here.
Eee!
And so
I love that.
So okay, so basically, like Razia, our first place was an apartment in Scarborough.
Yeah.
And
I think we had the same
this was our
couch.
first.
I'm not even
Everybody had the same couch, honestly, the great couch. So yeah, this is in our first apartment, and so I only have one brother who's only a year younger than me, so that's him right there, Amir, and that's me. And we literally would do this all the time. I don't know why we thought this was fun. But whenever we would get, because remember when No Frills and stuff, you'd be able to just grab boxes on your way out for your
literally
groceries?
made me the
I don't know if they
happiest
still
person
do
on
it.
the planet. I loved grabbing shit from there and making
Yeah,
stuff.
so literally we would get boxes all the time to transport our groceries, so we weren't using like plastic bags. Sustainable from the beginning. So yeah, whenever we would bring these home, we would like play in them like this. I don't know what the standing thing was. We would do more than just standing. I promise. But this, yeah. But this is like, I don't know. Like it's just like the highlight of whatever how old I was there. I don't know. Probably like 4.
Maybe.
Oh, this was in '99. So yeah, 4. It says the date.
The little
Right there,
timestamp.
99.
Nice.
So I was born in '95. So yeah, I was 4 years old.
Cute.
And now my brother is much taller than me. So
Yeah. Many things have changed.
I only experienced this for a short period of time. But yeah, this is my picture.
That's awesome. So cute.
Don't,
I just like
don't
the
I look
idea that you
exactly
guys.
the same?
Sorry.
I said, don't they look exactly the same?
Both of you have like the same faces.
I'm an adult baby. That's what I am.
Iman just never ages. She's just forever young. That woman. Love it. Awesome. I just like the idea of like that's how you guys played. You just
Yeah.
just hung
Literally,
out.
children's imaginations and how I just don't understand. And it's so funny. Do you see that we're on a prayer mat?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Awesome. I love
Anyways.
that. That's awesome, man. Alrighty, my final. We're already at the end. Holy shit! My final item or items, I should say, because it's like quite a few that have been housed in this little dumbass like dollar store basket for like years. But I can't organize myself.
I have so much anger for the basket. Just
because it's
let the
ugly
basket
and like
be.
it just. Anyways, it has this like a lot of like I have like earrings in here and stuff like, for no reason. But basically, they're just. I just chose to bring up Game Boy Advance cartridges.
Oh my god! I can't believe you still have.
I have all of them. I would have showed my Game Boy Advance like itself, like the thing itself. But it's actually I dropped it behind my old like little childhood bed frame, so I can't actually like take it out right now without moving the entire bed, and it's a mission to move, so it's there.
How did you drop it behind the bed frame?
Because there's like a little slit where the bed frame and the mattress meet, and like it went right underneath it.
Like, what were you doing? Were you playing it? Like,
I was probably playing on the bed, and then it like just went whoop. It just it's my life. So it's not lost. It's there.
It's there.
This is just what I'm using in replacement of that. But yeah, this was like my first gaming console thing that I had for myself.
Yeah.
Because my brother had an SNES, it's like a Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
This was my first like owned little gaming thing. So the story behind these cartridges specifically though, so I got a Game Boy Advance. Like the quick story of how that happened is that one day I was at I just finished swimming classes, like, as you know, another thing me and Mon can relate to. Good old times when I used to do that. I had finished swimming class and we were hanging out with these two kids who were like part of a family that we were family friends with. There was like a brother and a sister who always had a Game Boy Color on them, and I always noticed it. And it like this is before I owned anything close to that. And like they were like a really well-off family. Anyways, I had always asked to like borrow to like even just hold and touch it. And like the first time I got to do that, I feel like my mom was like witnessing me like just like the joy and happiness of like being able to like hold and play it for like 5 minutes or whatever. I think my mom noticed, and anyways, like she got it as a surprise for me. Like I probably was also in the 2nd or 3rd grade or something.
Okay,
but you have to understand that at that time, especially like how we were doing financially, that was like out of the realm of my possibility of owning something like that myself. Like there was like no way that was gonna happen. Anyways, these cartridges in specific though, especially like this is a Harry Potter one.
Oh my god, I didn't even know they made Harry Potter.
This is Incredibles.
Oh my god, The Incredibles.
This is Golden Sun, probably one of my favorite GBA games. Really good. These cartridges I actually never bought. So here's how that happened. My mom had a job at a factory at the time where she would basically like I didn't fully understand the job, but she was but she used to like fold and sort and help clean and organize used clothes that would be later shipped to like Goodwills and stores like that, Value Village. But as part of that, she had to like empty out things that were like in jean pockets or like in purses that were donated, or like just clear that shit out. So sometimes she would come home having gotten some of those things that she would either get for free or like heavily discounted. Like I would have like mounds of stuffed animals and like small little you know, remember TY toys, like those little guys. They had like the tag with the heart.
Yeah.
When those were big, like a lot of that kind of stuff. Like she would bring home because like she either got it for free or was discounted, and I was like so happy to have. So like just a bunch of those like random lost used toys that I would like love and cherish. And sometimes like I remember the first time I think she brought the Harry Potter one home, and she's just like, this kind of looks like I bought this. I'm not sure what this is, but this kind of looks like what the other ones you have, because I had only Pokemon Sapphire at the time. Yeah, which is the only one I bought. And I remember getting it going, you got this out of your job? This was something you found? Like I was like over the moon that I like got another game like that she had just found this. And like there were times where like, so she like barely recognized these as like Game Boy Advance games. There were times where she bought things that looked like cartridges but weren't at all. So like poor mom, like I remember one time she brought like she brought home something that she thought was a cartridge, but it was like a Listerine like like a Listerine like little floss thingy, you know, like those cartridges kind of look like this, like they so she would bring that home thinking like, look, I got another one for you, and I'd be like so hyped going, that's floss. No.
That's so cute that she was even thinking to do that. Yeah, so that like I got like like I got really lucky. Like you can tell like these were like in like shit condition, but they work. Like they had like this gross like it was just waiting away in like the wash. The labor's like almost fully off, but like I just remember like coming home to that, just like fingers crossed that better not be floss again, has to be a game. That's so cute.
And I spent a lot of years on my Game Boy Advance. Like I probably played that until the first Xbox came out, which at that time like the DS I think was out.
Wow. The DS, the PSP.
Yeah. I was still on it for a very long time, so got my money's worth.
Yeah, we also had a Game Boy Advance in our household, but in the way, because my brother was more of the gamer than I was, so like he had the Game Boy Color, and like I would play on it sometimes. We had like Mario, we had Donkey Kong, Pokemon, and some other stuff I can't remember. And then he wanted the Game Boy Advance, and then my parents I remember the day they brought the Game Boy Advance home, because they gave him the Game Boy Advance, and they're like, we have something for you too, and they gave me a hat. I remember this vividly. I remember.
It's so funny how you hold on to that.
But then the Game Boy Color was kind of passed to me. It's so funny because I'm the older sibling. It should be passed down to him. But
right.
But then eventually I got the PS1. So
nice.
It was
redemption. It's so funny how like you remember like the days that you were like betrayed by your parents.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine your sibling gets a console and you get a hat? I was betrayed.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that so much.
Oh, right, so funny.
This was awesome. Yeah. We're done our items, right? I think we went through everything.
Yeah, we're done.
That's awesome. This was fun. This was great. Going down memory lane a little bit. And it's interesting. It puts into perspective, like, like that's 25 years of like life that have passed by.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 25 yet.
You are. That's correct. You're okay, but yes, you're there.
I'm a late baby. I'm in October, but it's okay. It's coming.
It's coming.
I don't have that much time left.
Oh man, I know it's crazy stuff, and like I think we should like probably do this again with maybe a guest because this is just like the tip of the iceberg. Like I think I mentioned, well, the picture was from like kindergarten. The games were also from like around that area, like grade 1, grade 2, and then like one high school thing. That I feel like there's like so many other things that we could touch on, and maybe next time not so impromptu. So we have some time to think it through. But this was fun, like just for impromptu.
Yeah.
But okay, awesome guys. Thanks for watching, and again, check out our Instagram page because these pictures will go up of us, our little baby selves. Let us know if you want to see more stuff like this. I think we've talked about in the past too, Iman, like we wanted to do like a 90s specific episode and like kind of go down
that specific road. But here we are in a pandemic, so
yeah. Exactly. But yeah,
so it's kind of hindering us.
Yeah, it'll eventually happen. It'll happen eventually. Maybe 2021, but it'll happen. Make sure to check us out on Instagram, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, everywhere else.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.
See you. Bye.